Hello YouTube, let's play another game, playing with the white pieces. Let's see what we get. We're gonna try for the Jobava London as always. This is not the Jobava London, but you know I like a line here. You might have seen this already. He's very confident, so he might know the right move. Let's see if he does. And he does, so that's nice. He wins a pawn, but I actually like this. It's a Gambit. Comes with a lot of pressure on the D&E files. So let's see what we can do here. Already there's a threat here. Yeah, I believe castling is already a mistake because of this. Now I'm attacking this and his queen. So I win my pawn back with interest. Because if he moves his queen, then the rook is trapped. And that's what happens. And yeah, he does have that, but that doesn't do all too much, I feel like. Can just go here, for instance. He played that very quickly, but I don't see a strat. I need to defend my bishop, obviously, but then yeah, I can just go back, can go up. Taking here is never a problem, I can just take. If I go up, he might go here, then I can take. So maybe he goes here. So I think this is best. Okay, yeah, he sets up some discoveries. But I can just sidestep, and his rook still can't go anywhere. My queen is defended, so I can just take his rook, and if he takes my queen, I just take back. So don't rush taking the rook. Take your time, make sure everything's safe, and then go for it. And he can't take back with the bishop because that loses his queen. He can take my queen as an in-between move. Yeah, so here I'm gonna have to take his rook because my bishop is no longer defended. And it was time to cash in anyways. Probably want to start an attack over here. But I should also probably start using my pieces. Maybe kick the knight out first, because I might want to put my bishop here anyway. That knight was annoying, because if I want to develop my bishop there, he can take it. Now, that wouldn't be the worst for me, because I'm up in exchange, so trading pieces isn't bad in any way, but I'd still prefer to keep my bishop. And if he goes here, that just loses the knight. It's another question for him. I wasn't even calculating this, but does he really need to go here? That looks quite bad. He might have to. Yeah. You know, this is a nice diagonal. Also attacking the knight, but he's probably going there. And this. And if I attack it, he goes back here. That's a problem. Or not really a problem, but still it's annoying. So yeah, let's go for this. It's because I want to develop my pieces and I want to go for an attack over here. With his bishop here, he can't defend with h5, which is the usual defense against h4. Yeah, he goes for some counterplay. Do I have this? No, he can take with the queen. If he takes my queen, I have an in-between move here. Yeah, this should be fine. Don't see a threat here. Obviously it looks dangerous, but I don't think there is a threat, so let's go for this. If takes, I can take with the bishop. Okay, so he's lining up. Can also go for this. Yeah, this should be better. He's probably trying to go for knight move over here. I'd imagine. So let's try and stop that. Also maybe trying to go here myself, just to trade some pieces. Remember, I'm up on exchange, so trading pieces is quite alright. I just need to watch out for his bishops aimed at my king. That's the main thing. Yeah, this forces some trades and it should be fine. Probably it's wise for him to keep queens there, and then after this, he still has 2 bishops here, so it looks dangerous. So maybe I don't go for that. And I really need to develop my knight at some point. Maybe knight e2 even. Okay, so I can't take the knight, obviously. Because then he takes here. So can I attack the queen? He's probably going there. Then I can safely take the knight. And if he takes here... Yeah, that actually loses a piece because it's pinned, so that's a problem. So now maybe I should move my king. Then takes, bishop takes, that's bad. Did I really mess this up? I should go here probably then. Don't see anything else. Yeah, this was... I underestimated this, definitely. But as long as he can't apply more pressure to the knight, I'm ready to go a3 next move, and that should clear things up. So yeah, let's go for that. And if he now wants to trade here, that's obviously good for me. And if he goes here, he isn't attacking b2 anymore with the queen. Yeah, so maybe he should go there indeed. So now this is still annoying. Do we have something like this? Maybe I have knight b4 now. That's actually interesting. Let's say he goes here. Then I can take. That's knight b4 defense, sorry, a4 defense b2. This check doesn't work, I can take. And if his queen doesn't have a lot of squares actually. He's probably forced to go there, go for the queen trade, and then his threats are gone and he doesn't have a queen anymore. So yeah, this was, I think, a nice find by me. And yeah, I have a nice knight on the rim, but so does he. And I can drop mine back if I want to. That messes up my pawn structure a bit. So let's see. Maybe I want to attack his knight like this. Should be fine. Let's see how he wants to deal with that. Yeah, so he goes for the counter attack. Let's just drop the bishop back. Bring my knight back. Now it's safe to do so. He's going for that pawn. I can probably just defend. Maybe with this rook. Then he has annoying moves, so let's go here. Okay, that still doesn't attack this. He probably wants this, but I'm not falling for that. But that does attack. Let's go there. So yeah, that is annoying. So if I move my king here, he has checks probably. Maybe here. Looks awkward, but it might be best. Pinning myself, so I don't know. He might have this now. Or that. But yeah, let's... What do I do? Attack his knight, maybe. I really need to go for some trades. Thing is, he's gonna take here with check as well. And I could go here. Maybe that's alright, actually. Because that just stops his bishop, at least. And this check, I can move. And maybe he wants to set up discoveries, but at the very least I can go here. This. It's all tricky. So let's go here now. Because this at the very least offers some trades. I think it forces some trades. My opponent is very resilient here, so I really need to watch out. Yeah, that's also a nice find. I think I have to give the exchange back at this point, because I don't see anything better. Because if I go here and allow this, then he just wins a rook anyway. Could consider going here, lose a pawn, but then he's on the bishop. This. Is that a thing? Maybe. Maybe that's what I should go for. Yeah, so my opponent definitely got back in the game. Yeah, so he decides just to take back. Now I feel like I can defend. Does he have some checks and then something? Don't think so. This pin isn't really a pin because I can just move my knight and my rook is defended by the other rook. So yeah, I don't know why he took back with the bishop here. And again here I feel like I need to protect my other rook still. So let's go for this. Basically the only move because his knight is attacking that square. Okay, attacking the knight. I can go here. Should be safe. Yeah, probably. And now he forks me. Okay, he finally wins the exchange. But it's an interesting endgame still. Knights versus bishops. So let's see how he wants to do this. And probably bishops are better here, but yeah. Can't change anything about that anyway. This is fine. I'm just gonna trade. Maybe this, by the way. Because again, I feel like trade should be fine. So either like this or like this. And he can keep bishops on, of course. That looks a bit passive. So yeah, here. I feel like this should be a bit better for me. I thought I had this here. And I'm still a pawn down, so it's going to be a tough endgame. Yeah, I saw that and I thought he couldn't play it, but he can, I guess. So I'm 2 pawns down. And I'm down on time by quite a margin, so that's not gonna end well. Yeah, and he can just win my pawns and it's basically over. He doesn't go for that immediately, but at some point he will. I'll analyze this game, see where I went wrong. Yeah, let's just let him take pawns. There's no point in playing on anyway, but let's do so. Just to see what happens, but I don't have time on the clock anyway. And he is taking his time, which is probably best. I know I can't really be greedy here, but yeah, what do I do anyway? And I don't know. There might be some stalemate tricks, but probably not. No, take here, something. It's not even stalemate if you take, so don't know why he isn't. He wants to take with check, probably. No, checkmate. Okay, let's go to the game review, because it was still quite an interesting game. So let's see where I messed up. Engine is thinking. Okay, 80 accuracy, so not the worst. I had one blunder. Kind of know what it was. Yeah, so this is a Gambit, so this is all right. And actually here, like you see already, it's plus 0.4. So advantage to white. Taking with the bishop isn't even best. Yeah, I just think this is easiest. And here, queen e3 is better. Maybe I got too scared of this. Let's see what the engine says. I just take here and we have an exchange. Okay, I went back. This was right. And then here it's +2, so I definitely messed up this game. This was still alright. Yeah, and this was just not... I should have been more scared of this. Rook d8 check. Yeah, I didn't even consider this. That's definitely a move to play. He's probably forced to go here. Engine says queen f8 even, but... yeah, now his bishop isn't... okay. I should have definitely seen that. And then here... this is best, only move. This is good. And this was a nice way out, and here it's still plus 2.5, so... yeah. Point where I messed up is coming. And here... yeah, engine says I should just give up on this pawn. And here, king c1 was better. I got scared of this. But here I should just give my exchange back, and that would have been a better way. Yeah, and here it's equal, and then here... he found a nice continuation, and this was all best. Wow. So not taking the exchange here, and then some moves later still taking it. Oh, that's really tough to find. I'm surprised my opponent found that. which makes me feel a little bit better because, yeah, it's just a really good opponent. And there's no point in analyzing this, I'm just losing here. Okay, so yeah, did lose the game, but I felt like it was quite instructive. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.